My dear child, right now I am with you, active and steady, ready to refresh your entire life. Open yourself to me. Take in the resilience I give and live with the quiet certainty that no storm can outmatch my strength. Follow the guidance I offer, and even the darkest hours will gain new shape and meaning. I am working inside you, rebuilding patiently, piece by piece. Even when you feel stalled, keep listening. Subtle instructions will surface like markers along the trail. Trusting me means setting down what weighs on you and moving ahead with the ease I offer. As you choose this path, change will start to show up in real ways. Areas that once felt cracked will slowly draw together. Fears that used to tower over you will lose their size when you hold them up to honest light. I will be your guide, pointing out small victories that often go unnoticed, and reminding you that progress is rarely loud. Joy you thought had vanished will surface again, refreshing your mind. I am present within you, active, breathing energy into tired corners of your being. I do not just watch, I work, turning pain into purpose, weakness into resilience, and discouragement into quiet hope. Every challenge on your road is known to me. Long before your first breath, I understood the hills you would climb, the rivers you would cross, the storms you would meet. Let this truth settle deep. And for every trial, a way through already exists. When the route looks blocked and the odds feel stacked against you, I stand beside you, opening space, showing each next step, turning hindrances into footholds. What some intend for harm, I redirect toward good. What looks final, I treat as the first line of a new chapter. Hard moments become pages where meaning can be read. Dear child, let the care I give guide how you treat the world around you. So decide today to trust me beyond words. Trust me with the hidden places of your heart. Hand me your worries, your uncertainties, your dreams, and your hurt. Allow me to gather the disconnected parts of your life and fit them into a clear whole. I keep my promises. I do not turn away, and my commitment to you does not weaken. When you rely on me, you open yourself to change, to calm that goes deeper than reason, to strength that rises in fragile moments, and to a future lit with promise. Hold on to that promise when doubts rise or when failures whisper in your mind. I am near, closer than the air you breathe, steadier than the daylight. Let my care fill every corner of your being. Walk forward certain you are not alone, that every hardship can be faced, that no shadow is stronger than the light I provide. Trust me and watch your struggles turn into hard-won victories, your sorrows into renewed joy, your story into proof of persistent love. Remember, my light may arrive softly, yet its strength can change an entire room. You might not see progress at first, yet it has already started. Each tear you shed holds value to me. Every deep sigh reaches me without distortion. I am guiding you towards something lasting and true. You may only notice broken dreams and loose ends, parts of yourself that seem out of place, but I view you a different way. I restore, and even now I am moving within the deepest layers of your life. Trust the quiet process. Nothing you bring alarms me. In those exact spaces of hurt, my power is most evident. Where things feel incomplete, I supply wholeness. Where ability seems thin, I provide strength. Where darkness settles, I introduce light. You might question whether any good can rise from the ruins you see. Goodness often rises slowly, like dawn easing into view, and what begins as a faint glow can, over time, grow into a daylight that helps you see fresh options and paths. How, you ask, can scattered parts form a whole again? Listen to a simple truth. Possibilities remain wide open. No wound is beyond my reach. No loss is beyond renewal. Remember how scattered stones can be arranged into a secure foundation. Likewise, I organize each loose moment of your life into a structure that can carry weight, provide shelter, and remind you that value is not lost when things fall apart for good use, even in their seemingly broken state. I gather every segment of your history, the bright days and the dark nights, and I shape them into a story richer than you can picture. When you open the hidden rooms of your heart, when you hand over fear and allow the process to unfold, surprising changes begin. Each tear becomes part of a firm foundation that will last. The foundation may feel now, but it will hold when pressure comes, revealing strength you did not know had grown within you. But lasting change is not an instant event. It unfolds over time. It asks for patience, for trust, and for a release of the demand for quick answers. Real renewal moves layer by layer, reaching depths unseen by the eye and mind. Every step carries weight. Give yourself permission to stay with the process, resisting the urge to measure every inch of progress. Each part I restore fits into the larger plan I designed for you. A plan not only to repair, but to bring forth something new that shines with clear purpose. And here is an important point. I do not force this alone. I ask you to work with me. Every choice to trust, every burden you lay down, every tender place you allow me to touch becomes shared work. Sometimes progress will feel slow. Old marks may still ache. Wounds may reopen. When that happens, remember this. I operate even where you cannot see. While you wait, mountains shift. While you pause, stars align. Even while you sit in silence, lines are being drawn, supports are being placed, and hidden beams are taking form, all preparing a structure that will stand strong when the time is right and offer you a secure resting space. While questions linger, I arrange each detail for good. Trust my timing. Trust my care. Believe that I will finish what I started in you. Trust does not always feel comfortable. At times it will stretch you beyond familiar limits. Yet that stretch increases capacity, creating room for new insight, wider empathy, and the quiet courage needed for later challenges ahead. Now I invite you to take a deeper look inside. Survey the landscape of your own heart. What greets your eyes? Fear that grips, doubts that cloud. Notice the subtle thoughts that surface, the memories that knock, the emotions that ripple across your awareness. Each signal is data, a report from within, pointing to areas where gentle attention is required right now. A sense of isolation echoes in the quiet. These feelings are not jailers. They are openings, places where I long to meet you and set you free. Introspection can seem heavy. When you dare to sit with these feelings instead of rushing past them, you create an honest meeting place where change can begin, and you discover that simply naming pain reduces its power over you. My aim is not to erase history, but to reinterpret it, showing how chapters can contribute to wisdom, sharpening your insight and equipping you to walk alongside people with empathy. Hidden weight is relentless. It drains energy reserved for living fully, yet when brought into view it can be set down, releasing new capacity for creativity, rest, and meaningful connection. They grow heavier in the dark. Today I invite you to bring them into the light. Face them with courage, not because you stand alone, but because I stand with you. I am your companion, your guide, your strength. When you welcome me, the weight begins to shift. Fear yields to calm, doubt gives way to clarity. Clarity does not always arrive in a flash. Sometimes it grows gradually. the way daylight spreads, expanding step by step across a horizon. Isolation lifts in the warmth of my presence. Choose today to trust fully. Permit me to rebuild your inner life, layer by layer. Release the fragments you have clung to, the regrets, the shame, the what-ifs, and watch them take on new brightness. As this happens, hope will begin to emerge in dry places. Expect progress to appear in subtle ways. Renewed curiosity, a lighter laugh, the courage to risk a new conversation, each one a signal that inner rebuilding is well underway already. Fears that once held you lose their grip. The deep peace you long for will fill every corner of your being. I am here, active, and ready to reshape your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Open wide. Receive the calm I extend and live with the certainty that I am continually at work, guiding you towards something enduring. Remember, the work I do within you will surface outward, shaping words you speak and choices you make each day. Look inside, confront what you notice, and know there is nothing beyond my capacity to address. Together we will draft a fresh chapter, where each broken piece becomes evidence of steadfast love and reliable power. My gentle child, I have chosen you to reflect this care. Pass these words to those who are grieving and watch comfort unfold. Today I call you on an inward journey, not into the noise outside, but into the quiet center of your own life. Do not fear this path. Walk with courage, with hopeful expectation, and with the quiet confidence that your Creator goes beside you. Pause, breathe slowly, let the world's weight slip away. Feel your heartbeat, sense the rise and fall of your chest. Within you lies a wide, quiet space, holding every fear, doubt, and ache. Do not turn away from what you find there. Do not hide. Instead, invite me in. I mend worn places, soothe trembling fear, and fill empty corners with steady warmth. When you look within with honesty rather than judgment, you open a doorway. That doorway is not narrow, it is wide, welcoming honesty instead of performance. The more light you allow in, the easier it becomes to breathe, think clearly, and choose compassionate action toward yourself and others every day. Through that doorway, I can begin work so deep it defies simple explanation. This is not a quick fix. I speak of change that reaches the deepest roots, loosening old fears and bringing life to parts you thought were gone forever. Like fresh water filling a dry well, this deep work brings new vitality you might not notice at first. Yet over time, you will sense a steady pulse of life humming beneath everyday moments and offering quiet strength daily. This is the strength of my presence. Where pain sits, I bring direction. Where weakness lies, I provide support. Pain is not ignored. It is given context so it no longer defines your identity. Support may look like new ideas, unexpected allies, or a calm mind that helps you find steady footing during tense hours. Over time, these simple gifts form a safety net, reminding you that you are held even when circumstances shift without warning during unexpected turns. Where darkness gathers, I introduce light that endures. I know facing yourself takes courage. The world invites distraction, quick fixes, and constant noise, but I lead you to a different way. Quiet, surrender, trust. When you hand me fear, doubt, and loneliness, you are not offering problems to be judged. You are entrusting valuables that I will refine into something strong. I specialize in turning what is broken into wholeness, ashes into new purpose, despair into hope. There will be times when the change feels slow, when wounds appear too deep, when fear towers over faith. In those moments, remember this: I work where vision fails. While you wait, I arrange unseen lines of grace, setting every detail for your good. My timing differs from yours, yet my promises stand. Believe that such timing, though different from your plans, carries wisdom shaped by a wider view than you can hold right now, and trust that the outcomes will echo kindness toward you and those around you, revealing new roads you never expected to see unfold before. Trust me, lean into my presence. Let me continue the work I began, because I never leave a task unfinished. Today, choose intentionally. Face what lies within with courage. Hand me every fear that whispers lies, every doubt that clouds sight, every moment of loneliness that feels like a heavy cloak. As you do, you will sense my spirit moving like a gentle current, washing away the debris of pain and replacing it with deep calm. This calm is not a fleeting mood. It is a living gift that anchors you in harsh storms and stays firm when the world shakes. You may have chased peace in achievements, relationships, or distractions, yet real peace does not live there. It resides in me, and it is not earned but given. This peace spans circumstances. It steadies you when winds roar and waves rise high. Maybe you feel overwhelmed. The load you carry seems heavy, the problems vast, the future unclear. I see you. I understand the weight on your heart, and I extend peace that does not rely on what you can observe. It is more than the absence of conflict. It is a living force that flows from me to you. Accept it, and burdens grow lighter. Chaos quiets. Emptiness fills with hope. To receive it, simply open your heart. That can feel hard if you are used to guarding yourself, but I call you to rest, not to strive. Picture a warm light surrounding you, soft and steady. Let it touch your tired mind, your aching heart, your restless soul. Let it slip into every crack, bringing calm where there was tension, clarity where there was confusion, rest where there was relentless effort. As you welcome this peace, the world will look different. Heights that once seemed impossible will shrink in the light of my presence. Let that perspective stay with you when pressures try to return again. Questions that once tormented you will find answers in time. Fears that once held you will loosen as my care surrounds you. This is the power of peace. It not only calms, but reshapes. It turns disorder into order, despair into hope, and brings life where apathy once settled. Here is my promise. This peace is not yours to maintain alone. I uphold you, I walk beside you, I remain. Even when storms return, even when doubt creeps back, peace stays because it springs from my steady nature. When you stay close through quiet moments and trust, you fasten yourself to its source. Keep returning to that source whenever distraction pulls at your focus. So take a step today. Right now, close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Whisper my name. Invite me into the deepest rooms of your heart. Hand over your fears, doubts, and pain, and watch as I shape them into something new. Let peace flow through every empty space, easing hidden wounds. Walk with me, trust me, and know the best is still ahead. The world offers quick fixes, but I offer a lasting promise. Peace will grow with each response. A peace that endures, a love that never falters, and a future marked by hope. When chaos presses in and calm seems distant, remember, I am greater than any storm. I still roaring winds and quiet raging waves, both outside and within. By trusting me, you welcome peace, invite my presence, and align with steady purpose. This is an invitation to a changed life where fear fades and worry dissolves. Let this promise echo in busy days and silent nights. Dear one, if these words spark light within you, keep them close. Today, choose peace, not the passing calm the world markets, but the firm peace that flows from my spirit. Open your heart to this gift and change begins. Burdens lighten, anxieties thin, peace renews each part of you. Continued acceptance of this peace turns routines into opportunities for gratitude, helps you breathe deeper during conflict, and guides your thoughts back to steadiness when the noise around you grows loud. I am here, active now, ready to reshape your life. Open wide, receive peace. Live assured that this peace is yours, not as a distant wish, but as reality grounded in connection with me. Trust me. Walk with me. Let that assurance move from thought to action. Plan your day with calm expectation. Pause before speaking, and choose kindness for yourself and others, trusting that peace is a resource, not a fragile visitor, available during pressure, fatigue, success, or simple routine. You were never meant to meet life's challenges alone. Answer my call. Rise, take my hand, and move into all I have prepared. You may have heard my voice before, felt the quiet pull on your heart, but hearing is only the beginning. Action may start with a small yes, a call, a new habit, a brave apology. But that yes carries momentum, widening your path and reminding you that participation matters in this shared journey and influences the lives around you. I urge you to act. The life waiting for you, full of calm, purpose, and fulfillment, requires a step of faith. It is tempting to wait for perfect timing, but the best moment is now. Delay costs precious days from the life already designed. When you respond, doors long shut swing open. Your step may feel uncertain, yet I honor courage more than perfection. And each movement forward writes a line in the larger story that reflects resilience and growing